Good morning, class 7. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is types of rock. What is rocks? Rocks are natural solid mass. Where these rocks come from? The rocks comes from the mountains, our surroundings, which occurs due to the weathering like air, wind and rain. Here we are going to read types of rocks. What is lithosphere? The surface of the earth made up of solid rock and soil, it is called the surface. If this, as you have seen a coconut, the upper layer, that is a hard layer, is, I will not take coconut, raw coconut, that dab you say. The top layer, it is known as lithosphere. It comprises of 7 continents and the rocky ocean beds. Not only the continents are solid, but the ocean beds. Under the ocean also, such rocks, ocean beds are also made of rocks. Land and part of lithosphere that is not immersed under the sea and ocean occupies 29% of the total surface area of the earth. Continents are large landmass on the surface of the earth. They are usually separated from each other by water bodies. Those are known as oceans. Now, surface of the earth. As you know that there is 3 main layers of the earth surface. Like a coconut, there is 3 layers. So, on the earth also there are 3 layers. The first one is known as crust, then comes the mantle, and the middle it is core. Okay. Now what is crust? Crust is a solid covering and it has 2 parts. Upper, that is made up of silica, and the silica, that is silica and aluminium, and the lower layer is made of sima, that is silica and magnesium. The thickness of the crust varies from 8 to 50 km. It is thicker under the continents and thinner. Continents it is thicker, whereas under the oceans it is thinner. The average density of the layer is between 2.7 and 3. Now what is mantle? When the top layer, after the top layer, the portion that is between the core and the crust is known as mantle. It is semi-solid. It is rich in iron and magnesium. That's why the layer is about 2850 km wide. Its average density is 3.5 and 5.5. I would like to give you some video regarding this. Please kindly look into it nicely so that you can understand what we are trying to teach you. Core have 2 parts, inner core, outer core. Outer core is liquid and inner core is solid. The core starts with a depth about 2900 km from the surface of the earth. From the surface, if this is the surface beneath it, from there it starts. It is made up of mainly nickel and iron. The density of the core varies from 5.1 to 3.1. Now, earth crusts are composed of minerals and rocks. Minerals are natural substances that have definite chemical composition. As you know, minerals have a definite chemical composition. Rocks are made up of different compositions of minerals composed together. Minerals are inorganic. Minerals are inorganic substances. The most common mineral in the earth crust is silica, quartz, feldspar, mica, calcite, dolomite, gypsum, etc. There are about 2000 minerals that we can find in the earth's crust, and these combine differently to form various kinds of rocks. Now, major types of rocks, there are 3 types of rock: igneous rocks, metamorphic rock, and sedimentary rock. Igneous rock. Igneous rocks occur when a volcanic eruption occurs and the lava comes out. The lava, that is molten rocks called lava, magma is coming out and it crystallizes and compact. They do not occur in layer or nor do they contain fossils. Now the cooling and solidification may take place at some depth within the earth or in the surface. Molten lava that reaches the surface of the earth is known as lava. Molten magma that reaches, when a volcanic eruption occurs, the magma that is coming out and that reaches the earth is known as lava. There are two types. Igneous rocks are classified into their origin. Intrusive, which is formed from the depth of the earth crust, that means the lava which is coming in the inside the crust, and extrusive, which form or near the surface of the earth. It is also dependent on how much time it takes in cooling. After cooling, what type of things are just crystals are formed or small crystals are formed. According to it, the names are given. They are also known as acidic and basic because the acidic one is less dense. It is light in color. It has some name that is granite, whereas the basic one is dark in color. It is dense. The percent of silica is high, and in the other one the percent of silica is less in acidic. So these are the things which classifies igneous rocks. Next is sedimentary rocks. As by the name you can understand, sediment means one layer by layer. For instance, a year takes to settle one layer of earth. Again, after some time, other layer is. If you put your outside your house, if you cut the mud, you can see layer by layer of mud. The layer of the color of the layers are different because they tell us about how much time the mud is under pressure. So that is known as sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary, one sediment, two sediment. So that is known as coming from there sedimentary rocks. Underwater or floor of shallow seas and rivers, these rocks are found in layers of strata and contain fossils to remain of dead animals and plants. Under the sea, we can find dead animals, plants, their sediments, their bodies are dying, they are decaying, they are upon that one more, like this, one after one it's coming, and sediments are forming. Such sediments are divided into how much time they have taken to form. According to that, their classification is made. Example is limestone, chalk, sandstone. I don't know if you have seen a raw chalk. If you see a raw chalk or lime is that lime. You can find that in the chalk that we use in the school is mechanized chalk. That means the layer of chalk, sedimentary rocks has been taken and it is machinized, and we get the formation of chalk that we are using. But originally a solid rock type chalk is coming. In those we can find layers after layer. Next is metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are those rocks which are formed by the metamorphism of existing rock due to high temperature, inflation and growth. Now these rocks which are already there, they have been pressed for a long period of time. So as due to pressure, temperature grows, and these two mix together and gives it metamorphic rocks. Like igneous and sedimentary rocks completely change over long periods of time because of the movements of the earth crust and volcano and mountain building activity. All these activities make the changes. The nature, texture and color of the rocks also undergo complete changes. Igneous rocks like granite and basalt changes into gneiss and schist respectively. Similarly, sedimentary rocks such as limestone becomes marble, shell becomes slate, sandstone become quartz, and coal first become graphite, and with extreme metamorphism finally diamond. That's why when coal mines are cut out, we can find out diamond there. What happens? Coals are fossil fuel. Coals being under long time of duration, when it is under pressure, its composition changes, the carbon changes, and it turns into white color, that is diamond. The diamond which we see is a shaped diamond, cut and cut diamond. But originally diamond is like a stone, a chip that you can find on the road, walking on the road. If you don't know what is diamond, coal mines, you can find small pieces of crystals. You might think it crystal, but originally it is diamond. It is taken out and it is been given a fine cut, then the diamond shape comes that we prefer to use, we like to use. Okay, so your chapter is finished and you will get the question answer. Now there are some significance of these rocks. The rocks have great value. Their benefits. Soil is formed from these rocks. Gradually, next chapter you will see how, due to weathering, these rocks break into small minute pieces of particles and changes into soil by mechanical and chemical processes. Rocks contain a great variety of minerals that yield metals such as iron, manganese, and copper, which are important raw materials and mineral-based manufacturing industries. Rocks such as marble, granite are used in construction industries. They are cut into stone and are used in building houses like our marble. If your house is made of marble, you can see there are different layers. Those layers are because of the sediments and metamorphism of the temperature area where we are found. So they are having different colors and layers. If you they are cut, there is a polish in your rocks, in your marble, still there are marks, and those marks tells us that what type of sediment have been forming there. That's why the color is also sometimes white, sometimes red, sometimes green, yellow. You can find different colors on the marbles. Rocks also provide raw materials such as limestone and gypsum used in the manufacturing of cement. So this is the chapter. It's ending. I think I can help you out with the video I am sending. Please, it's request to go through the video. It will help you understand rocks and weathering also. Thank you.